Sure. So I'll just start. Welcome everyone on board. Today we are having like our first Firebase session, day one, and we are so excited to have each and every one of you. My name is Irene Onyango, part of the organizers for this particular event, and we are so excited. Thank you everyone for joining, and I hope you'll be able to learn more. Feel free to ask questions. Feel free to interact, to engage as well. And let's have fun. And I'm hoping we are taking good care of ourselves, staying at home, washing our hands, eating lemons, and doing everything possible to survive during these tough times. And yes, so I'll just introduce the speaker of today. Today we are honored to have one of the most exciting speakers and one of the most exciting speakers from GDG Legals. Her name is Bami, and she'll be taking us through the basics of Firebase. What is Firebase? What does it do? So if it's your first time to interact with, if it's your first time to be in a Firebase event, then you'll be able to learn more. So feel free to ask questions and also to interact on the chat board. Yes. So Bami, over to you.
Okay. Hi everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Bami Ogunfemi, and I'm a Frontend engineer from Lagos. And I'm really excited to be here and to be talking about Firebase because it's something I'm extra passionate about, to say. And so we'll be talking about Firebase, just like this really high level view of Firebase and do with it. And so most of before. And you don't know that there are like a lot of amazing tools that you can use. And we'll be talking about the few ones that were released at the Firebase Dev Summit in Madrid last September. So let's get to it. So what's Firebase? Firebase is Google's client-side application development platform. And its main mission is to help app developers of all sizes, either large or small, succeed with their product. So Firebase accomplishes this by taking common problems that occur during production's lifecycle and making them extra easy to solve. So it provides more information about your tools, your products, and it gives you tools to handle complex problems like security, network connectivity, when storing data. And Firebase is divided into three main categories that have tools with specific goals. And then the first is to help you build better apps by making complex coding processes easier. The second category improves your app quality by having to catch issues early, fixing them. And then the third will help you grow your app by understanding how other users are using it and engaging with them in meaningful ways. So as you can see here, there are almost 20 different products within Firebase. While it might actually seem like a lot, we're going to like briefly discuss each of them. And the average developer would use a handful of them in his or her app. So the goal is not to overwhelm you. It is to help you, to let you know, that all these are available when you need them. So in order to use these tools, Firebase has provided a variety of SDKs, and although some are like more commonly used than the others, you have it. I'm sorry. We have the JavaScript SDK for web developers. We have the iOS and the Android SDK. We have Plus SDKs for game developers. So for detailed explanations on how to use these SDKs in in-depth resources, we'll be discussing it at the end of the presentation. Okay. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, Firebase products are divided into 3 main groups. And then the first set we will go over is the backend as a service product. And this helps you to build your apps faster and easier. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so one of the hardest things to get correct in an app is security. And look for us. When it comes to protecting your users' data, Firebase us is like out of the box. It has this out of the box authentication UI that is extra optimized to give you the best user experience when you're logging your apps, when you're logging into your apps actually. And Firebase works with a number of different Twitter, etc. And then in addition to this, it gives you Google's own identity services. Okay, so I'm sorry, I want to quickly confirm that everyone can hear me. Can you hear me? Hello?
Hi, Bami. Yes, we can hear you.
Yes,
okay,
we can
awesome.
hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Awesome. So, in addition to this, you can set up you can set up custom email and passport key, and once your users sign in, and this includes a unique user ID and a signed token, so you can get a consistent representation of your users. And one of that you can use against both Firebase services and your own custom servers. So no matter how they sign in. Yeah. And also to using dot collection. Sorry about that. So as I was saying, it allows you to group your data using collection structures for straightforward access. And this data is now stored and synced between users and devices. So it uses cloud. It's using a cloud. It's actually cloud hosted. It's a NoSQL database, and it supports basic queries, direct data. Sorry about that. So the goal of Cloud Firestore is to provide a backend data storage solution without having to necessarily go through the tedious process of setting up your own database server, authentication schema, REST endpoints, and all those extra wahala and stressful things that you have to do when you're building your typical database. And the thing is, as your apps become more popular, additional machines will be added to the project. So you really don't have to worry about failing to support your users. It will now also provide access to an offline version of data. So if for any reason your user happens to use their internet, their data is like, you still have like the offline version of that particular data. Awesome. So yeah, there is Firebase real-time database. And although Firestore is awesome, it is great, it's wonderful, it's not the only solution that is available for storing your data with Firebase. So the Firebase real-time database uses a simple JSON tree structure to store and access data. And it is more lightweight than Firestore actually, and it offers a lot of added thinking, offline support. It is extra scalable, and additionally, it supports the ability to know when your users are actually connected to your database, and you can use it in conjunction with Cloud Firestore. And although it serves its own unique purpose within your apps, you can use it in conjunction with your Firestore. Then we have cloud storage. Again, amazing for storing more primitive data. Sometimes, yeah, need to user-generated content. This can be images, files, video files, etc. into your mobile app. So using cloud storage for Firebase, exactly this would up even more robust. So yeah, uploads and downloads handled by the storage is more resilient to change the network connectivity. When it's connected to the handle retrying, and this can be very, very dealing with kind of net on a mobile device, especially in Africa. So content uses a similarly robust system, allowing users to receive their data once a connection is successfully established. So basically, any issue your users should run into, any network issue, doing a download or an upload or anything, the SDK would automatically restart it or resume it when a successful connection has been established. So yeah, once the user's content is uploaded, users of your app using the same SDK. And since you will likely run into situations where only certain users should be able to see or upload specific content, you can use Firebase's security rule system along with Firebase to restrict content according to your app's requirements. Awesome, amazing, yeah. So cloud functions. So cloud functions for Firebase are single-purpose JavaScript functions that are executed in a secure managed Node.js environment within your Firebase project. They are extra powerful tools and they let you handle complex logical operations from within Firebase, such as maybe performing operations on your database, your Firebase database, or interacting with various other Google or external services. Amazing. So cloud functions can also respond to events generated by other Firebase projects, such as update to the Firestore or even the real-time database. So files are being uploaded to the Firebase storage, analytics conversion events, pub sub events from the Google Cloud platform. It handles all that. Yeah, and they can also be triggered by direct HTTP requests. If like you want a particular function directly, you can just like bypass the rest and just like call it directly. So every other thing in Firebase, cloud functions will automatically scale to meet users' demand. So this means that even if your app is an overnight success, Firebase has got you covered. So fortunately, you only also have to pay for the services you use. So if for some reason you happen to scale down under a set quota, you don't pay for using Firebase functions. Amazing, isn't it? All right. So again, these cloud functions are incredibly, extremely powerful. Sometimes you just need a solution to a common problem. Yeah, something small, maybe too complex. And luckily for us, Firebase extensions were released at Firebase Dev Summit last September. The extensions are a collection of pre-made configurable functions to handle common use cases, maybe as small as resizing uploaded, sending emails, translating text to a different language. You can find a complete list of available Firebase or directly from the extension of Firebase. So users are like more permanent than ever before, and they are more capable than ever. And front JavaScript and Polymer develop which so Firebase provider that's fast, secure, and extra. The content is actually cached drives around the world on a CDN, content delivery servers, and every deployed site Hi, sorry
Hi,
about,
Bami. We lost you for a minute.
sorry about that. Are we back?
Yeah, we're back, but we're getting comments such as you're breaking at some point. Are you able to like be where it's stable enough?
Sorry?
You were breaking. Are you able to like have a stable connection?
Yeah. Oh no. I'm sorry.
Try
Hello,
turning off
Erin?
your video. Hello? Try turning off your video and
Okay. How about now?
yeah, now it's clear, but you can just project without the video on, and then we'll be able to hear you from this side. And then you'll be able to hear you from this side.
Okay, I should project without the video on.
Yeah, that's clear. That's much better. Yeah, you can continue.
Erin?
Sorry for the interruption.
Awesome. So I spoke about Firebase hosting. I said nowadays browsers are more performant and capable than ever, and front-end JavaScript frameworks as Angular, Polymer have simplified development of rich app-like websites. And Firebase hosting is a developer-focused static web provider that is fast, secure, extra reliable. Yep. And content is cached using solid-state drives around the world on CDN edge servers. And every deployed site is served over a connection secured with an automatically provisioned and configured SSL certificate. So the thing is, no matter where you are in the world, your users are, no matter where your users are, you can expect them to receive your web page or your PWA quickly and securely. So best of all, Firebase hosting is easy to use with the ability to deploy a web page with a single command from Firebase's command line interface. Sorry. So ML kits. So using the ML kits, mobile developers can enhance their app's user experience by applying machine learning models to better serve their users. So basically, by providing both cloud-based and device-based pre-trained models for common mobile use cases, ML Kit allows developers without machine learning expertise to add complex features to their apps. If, however, you've already trained your own custom model, you can use the ML host kit to like host and serve it using the Firebase SDK. And this will cut out a lot of complexity from your backend. So it cuts down the complexity, it cuts down the cost. So why is it used for mobile? So the ML kits will provide a variety of models that can run on any device, in the cloud, on a device, even on both. And the ML kit models fall into two particular categories. you have vision and the NLP, which is the natural language processing. So the thing is, vision models allow developers to scan barcodes, text faces, or read text. And natural language processing can take reading text a step further by recognizing the language, translating it to a different language, or maybe just generate really smart replies based on a content. These tools become even more powerful when you combine them with additional logic. And this can be augmenting faces or triggering actions for a specific barcode. With the ability to expand on this with custom models, the possible offerings from developers grows exponentially. It is bizarre. So yeah, now that you are familiar with all of the backend as a service products, you can start to see the real value of Firebase. And this comes from the fact that everything fits together to help you solve your day-to-day development problems. So Firestore and functions will integrate seamlessly with authentication. Security rules will help you make your users only access what is pertinent to them. And data in Firebase storage can be referenced by your database. To name a few examples, combined, Firebase provides a powerful, amazing tool with a lot of complexity or overhead cutouts. So, hello? Again, can I confirm that you can hear me? Hello?
Hello, Bami. Yes, we can. Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then maybe
So, yeah.
you could put the deck to go on full screen.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry, can you give me a moment?
Hello, Bami.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So you
Yes,
could try
can
that.
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well. So you could try the one which works best for you.
Okay, okay, awesome.
Okay.
Okay, just a
Perfect.
minute, please. So yeah. Now that we discussed the tools available to help build great apps, we can dig into how Firebase enables developers to understand how their users are interacting with them. So yeah, this would help improve app stability for a much better experience. Awesome. So yeah, as much as we would all love to believe our apps are 100% perfect, everyone knows that they can crash in a variety of glorious, amazing ways. And tracking what's crashed and why, as well as how to prioritize crashes for fixing, can be difficult and very time consuming. So Firebase Crashlytics help migrate some of this frustration by automatically collecting, analyzing, and organizing your crash reports with a simple Gradle import on Android or a CocoaPod install on iOS. So it provides a dashboard that not only shows crashes ranked by overall impact, but also intelligent groups. So it intelligently groups crashes by app version with easily accessible struct traces. In addition, alerts can be set up to keep you informed of any sudden instabilities. Non-fatal errors, which can be even much difficult to track down than a full crash, can also be logged and reported on the Crashlytics dashboard. So additionally, if you're using the Android NDK, native C++ errors can also be reported back to Firebase Crashlytics, making it even easier to solve low-level Android issues. However, not every error in your app will be a crash or a failure. Sometimes things will just be slow due to maybe device, network, or even location issues. Firebase Performance was created to help you in these situations by logging stats and network latencies. It also allows you to record custom performance metrics. So yeah, these metrics are then reported back through Firebase Performance dashboard. When they're grouped by country, device types, app version, and OS version, in order to provide you with useful insights into performance of your apps. So the way Firebase Performance works is that it not only works on mobile apps, yeah, but it is also the only product in the whole industry that is currently providing real user metrics for free. So it is completely free, and that is totally amazing. So yeah, unlike developing on a single device, your apps will be used, and you would want your apps to provide the same amazing user experience for every single user. So despite any hardware or software issues, that's still the goal, to provide the amazing, wonderful user experience. So that being said, being able to test every possible device and operating system combination is cost prohibitive for even the most tenacious of QA teams. And this is why Google built Firebase Test Lab. So the Firebase Test Labs makes it easier and affordable for you to test your apps with a variety of devices. And it ensures that your app works great for all your users. So the way it is, it consists of a massive selection of different devices running various OSs, and each hosted on the cloud. So the easiest way to test your app is to run a robot test. And this is an intelligent automated test that calls your app to discover and exercise its various features. And it does not require any additional code, amazingly enough. So you can also simulate specific test cases by recording interactions that will then be replicated on other devices in Test Lab. And once your tests have been completed, each device used will provide reports with screenshots, device logs, and any crashes that may have occurred during the test. So finally, Firebase Test Lab has multiple ways that can be implemented to suit your workflow. So you can upload or test your apps using the Firebase console through the CLI to work with your various continuous integrations servers. And you can do that by directly deploying an Android APK from Android Studio for Android apps by using the Google Play Store Developer Console. Special automated launches for apps that have been published to either an alpha or a beta channel. So, awesome.
Hi, Bami.
Hello.
I think Nick has a question.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yes, Nick.
Hi. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Nick, please go ahead.
Oh, is this? Oh, I was just wondering, how big is your dick?
How big is my dick? I'm sorry, I didn't get the question.
I think probably you could just continue. And then we're going to get all the questions at the end of the session. Yeah.
All right, no problem. Awesome.
Yes.
So yeah, app distribution was introduced at the 2019 Firebase Dev Summit. Okay, I think there's another question. I have a question. So I think towards the end of the I shared a link to the to where you send your answers. So like towards the end, we would address each questions.
How big is your fucking dick? Please, I need to know.
So app distribution was introduced at the 2019 Firebase Dev Summit.
How big?
And it is the next evolution for Fabric's Crashlytics beta. So yeah, the way it works, it gets your apps to testers quickly and gets their user feedback extra early. So it now automatically collects ability metric like Crashlytics. Awesome. So yeah, the last group of products from Firebase help developers grow their user base and engage with users in a meaningful way. And yeah, Google Analytics for Firebase. So it helps developers grow their apps, and it allows developers to measure up to 500 different predefined and custom event types with up to 25 user properties per event. And Google Analytics will also capture over 15 apps. And yeah, information from demographics to vaccination to engagement and revenue are also automatically collected in order to help you gain valuable insights into your apps. So the best thing about this is that it is free with unlimited use. So yeah, I like free things. So yeah, I guess probably most of us like free things. So I'm always excited when I hear about that. So yeah, you need to focus on how you can improve your apps. This is free. Okay, so one of the many useful features of Google Analytics for Firebase is that developers can set custom user properties in order to understand how different users interact with their apps. The thing is, once an audience is established, you can modify your in-app experience through remote config changes. And then you can like have your target advertisements using AdWord based or using AdWords based on previous user behaviors, or you can trigger a specific cloud function. And when Google Analytics really shines is that it has this ability to export all of your collected data to a big query, and this will allow you to pull apart the data and analyze it in new and useful ways that fit your unique data requirements. So, Firebase dynamic links. So yeah, traditionally, while deep linking is great in theory, it really works as it's expected to. And in order to provide a more unified and consistent experience, Firebase released dynamic links, which are deep links that work the way most would expect on Android, iOS, and even on desktop browsers. So while they can take users to an appropriate place, in an app or website, they can also change the user behavior based on whether or not the app has been installed by the user. So yeah, if the appropriate app is not installed, the user can be sent to the website or to the mobile app store to install the app before now being taken to the appropriate place in the app. Although yeah, the functionality of the dynamic links is already useful when combined with Google Analytics for Firebase, developers can start to get a lot more value. So attribution analytics can help developers know when and which campaigns are bringing in the highest quality users. And this can give users a customized welcome screen based on the particular campaign. So the way it works, yeah, dynamic links for app content, such as recipes or profiles, can be shared directly from an app by users, rather than only coming from the developer. And most importantly, all stats for dynamic links go directly into the Google Analytics for Firebase console, providing additional valuable insights into the app to use. So, cloud messaging. So Firebase makes sending push notifications to users using Firebase cloud messaging. And notifications can be sent to Android, iOS, and web devices. And it may be addressed to individual devices, groups of devices, such as targeted audiences established in analytics. Or even maybe just subscribe topics. In order to use Firebase cloud messaging, developers must register a user's app instance with the Firebase cloud messaging service. Then write code either on their server or through the Firebase cloud functions. To topics before telling the Firebase cloud messaging server to send these messages. Yeah, so once all the messages have been sent, it will automatically report analytics information back to the Firebase. And this can be, okay, if the user clicked on a notification to open the app. And Firebase cloud messaging is extra powerful and totally scalable. And it delivers hundreds of billions of messages a day. And it is a totally excellent way to interact with your users and encourage engagements. So you would most likely want your apps to be dynamic, either to respond to users' changing needs, to tailor content for a particular group, or maybe to test new features before pushing changes to the entire audience. All this will normally take a lot of work and time. Firebase remote config provides a solution using a simple key value stop. So the way it is, since the remote config lives in the cloud, developers can deploy changes in a matter of minutes, allowing them to implement forms of A/B testing with audience, segmentation, maybe just quickly updating content for a particular audience. It is backed by a client library on Android and iOS that handles caching, keeping network requests lightweight, and contingencies for flaky connections. So, although Firebase remote config works for A/B testing simple features, it will be time consuming to create a multiple variants for, let's say, more complex situations. Firebase A/B testing takes the difficulty out of creating those vast systems of combining Firebase remote config, cloud messaging, and Google Analytics for Firebase to implement more intricate experiments in the mobile apps. While analytics are awesome and great for knowing what users have already done in the app, you might want to tailor the experience for maybe users based on what they will most likely do next. Maybe make purchases or even uninstall your app. Based on past predictions or behaviors, actually, Firebase Predictions can group users into audiences based on their expected behavior by using a machine learning model. So for instance, if a user is likely to stop using your app, you can use the remote config to offer them something that re-engages them or rewards them for being a valid customer. If you want to use notification in your apps, Predictions will help you know which users are most likely or least likely to open them. And by predicting custom conversion events, you can avoid providing a negative experience for your users by annoying them with another new notification, because come on, you want your users to be happy. And finally, predictions will refresh daily, so you can continue to personalize your in-app experience based on changing user trends. Super awesome. So, yeah, now you're familiar with the various features of Firebase. If you would love to take a deeper dive into them, there are a lot of great documentations at firebase.google.com/doc and the official blog at firebase.googleblog.com. You can also find the videos covering a wide array of topics from the Firebase team at youtube.com/users/Firebase. And for the latest news and updates, you can follow Firebase on Twitter. The thing is, we'll most likely be sending out these links later, so you can all get to visit them. Yeah, thank you again. My name is Bami Ogunfemi. I am a front-end engineer, and I'm a member of the team that created the fastest fingers game. So you can follow me on Twitter at Bami Ogunfemi and everywhere else, Bami Ogunfemi. And you'll be talking about my game. You can get more insight about it. So thank you very much. I hope this has been educative.
Thank you, Bami. Yes, it's been educative. So we'll just take a couple of questions from Tabi, and then you can probably answer them before we get to the next session.
Awesome.
Hi, Tabi.
Hi.
Yes.
So let me try and share my screen so we can look at the questions. Is that okay?
That's okay, Tabi. Yeah, and then just some few updates. You can only send questions to the panelists at the moment. Yeah. Okay. But
so should I read out the questions, or I should just?
Yes, just read all the questions so that Bami can answer them.
Okay. Okay. So we only have a few questions here. And the first question here was, what's the prerequisite level of skill for this course? Well, the course in particular here is Firebase. So
okay, so, this is very beginner friendly. So I think the level is beginner. It's very, very beginner friendly.
Have you worked on any projects using Firebase?
Yes, actually, a couple.
Okay. Do you have any experience using Firebase in C++? And if yes, what did you do, or what can you do with it in C++?
Unfortunately, I mostly use it for Android and web. So no, I do not have experience using it with C++. But then I know you can use it for to integrate your. I know game developers use it. You can integrate your Firebase into your game with C++ and Unity.
Okay, so someone is also asking if it's possible to attend the slides that you've used to the whole session. And I think you mentioned that you're going to share a link to your slides.
I said I was going to share the links to the docs and the videos.
Okay. So someone wants you to tell us more about the fast finger game.
Okay, so it is a speed typing game, but I don't think I can use this time to talk about it. So please follow me on Twitter. I will give you updates about that. Bami Ogunfemi.
Oh yeah, so one question. What's the difference between AWS and Firebase, and which one is better?
Which one is better? Firebase is how do I even put this? To me, Firebase is better because I'm a Google person. But then the difference is I'm a Google person basically. But then I don't exactly think there are like a lot of differences per se, because they kind of offer very similar things. They more or less offer the same thing.
Well, okay. Well, seeing that there is no other question, I don't know if anyone else has a question. From the platform, there are no other questions.
Yeah, Yes, thank you, Tabby. In case there are any more questions, you'll be able to, share them with Bami directly. And last, Bami, maybe you want to share with us how you started, why Firebase, why not any other technology, or something that, because then we have so many people who are just getting started on that.
Sorry,
So maybe you can
can you
just
repeat
share
the question?
insights
I
on
didn't get
how
that.
you started, what drove you towards
Firebase.
Firebase as well.
So I started using Firebase because we have a lot of friends who are mobile developers basically, and they use Firebase a lot. And as a front-end engineer, I am not exactly a fan of the backend per se. So when I discovered that there was a way to, because basically I use the backend as a service tools basically. When I realized that there was a way to like get like all those like just customize it and like have my backend like pre-configured for me or pre-developed for me, I was extra happy to jump into it, and that was why I started using Firebase. And I loved how easy it was to integrate and use. I loved how easy it was to get started with. There were like a lot of very descriptive videos, blog posts. The docs were extra awesome, and I think there were amazing code labs on it. And so I just like took all this and started on the project, the personal project. Yes. And so the thing is, Firebase is extra easy to use. So you don't. That's like the best thing for me about extra easy to use. Apart from the fact that so the code lab, the docs, the videos, everything, the amazing blog posts on it. You just read up and then you feel like, wow, why have I not been using this my whole life?
Okay. Hello. Hello, Bami, we lost you for a minute. Okay. Okay, great. So we'll just share more questions with you as they come in, and we really appreciate as GDG for taking a time, during these tough times to just take time to share your learnings on Firebase as well, and also to interact with a couple of our participants, share answer questions, and yeah, so we really do appreciate. And yeah, you can also so we'll be sharing your bio and everything else on our Twitter page, because then we have so many guys asking how can I follow Bami, how can I get to know her more. So we'll just share your Twitter handle with them as well, and then they can reach out to you either directly or through us, and then we'll be able to post questions. We'll be able to share questions with you. And also yeah, so we really do appreciate, and thank you so much. Unless there are any more questions, Tabi, before I let Bami, hang up.
Good to be here. So, thank you for having me.
We don't have any other questions yet. Yeah, but I think let me check. Yeah, we don't have any.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bami. And tomorrow we are having yet again another session. So today was just the introductory part of it. Tomorrow we are having another session. It's a series of Firebase this week. So we are doing Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So to all the participants who are there, please remember to join us tomorrow as well. We'll be sharing all the links, all the necessary links with you, and then you can join. You can learn more about Firebase. You can at least let's use this time to have fun as well and learn, and also enjoy from different. Yeah. So thank you so much, Bami, for sharing, and also for taking your time to be with us. We really do appreciate. Yes, so we'll share all the links on social media, Twitter, and all the other pages. So as we had earlier shared in the beginning of the session, So I'm Irene Onyango, part of the organizer team, and we're working together with Tabi, who is also part of the organizing team. And there's also Marvin in the background. Maybe Marvin can say hi before, we end up the call.
Yeah, hi everyone. Thanks so much, Irene. I think it's been really a nice session. Yeah, back to you.
Okay, sure. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for sparing your time to be with us. We really do appreciate, and yeah, and also thank you for interacting with us. Even though we had a few guys spamming our chat group, but it's totally fine. So tomorrow it will be better, and even for Saturday as well. So yeah, so thank you and have a lovely evening ahead for Nairobi. For guys in Nigeria, I think you're still in your afternoon, so also have a lovely evening as well. So thank you so much, and yes, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Keep safe.
Yeah, wash your hands, guys. Don't forget to wash your hands. Keep safe, stay at home, do everything that is needed during this time to, let's fight this pandemic together. Yeah, bye. Thanks, everyone.